Alright, I've been trying to record this video a few times, so hopefully this is the last time I'll record this video. So, if you haven't heard of the most recent drama, here it is. It is about a show called OYE PRIMOS, made by Disney. The theme song was released this month of June 2023. The thing people are getting mad about is that the lyrics to the song say Oye Primos instead of saying Oigan Primos, which, if you don't know Spanish, Oye is for when you're referring to one person, and Oigan is when you're referring to multiple people. So this show, instead of using Oigan Primos, which is for all her cousins, referring to all of them, it used Oye Primo, which refers to one cousin. So they use Oye Primos, which is incorrect grammar, so incorrect Spanish grammar. It's not a big deal, but the way staff member responded to the situation is what really pissed me off. So I'm gonna play the video right now.
The Spanish language is not a Latin American language. It's a language the Spanish conquistadors forced upon Latin American people. The only reason we're Latin people and not Native American people is because of that distinction. So be mad at me all you want for misspelling words in Spanish. Be mad at me all you want for mispronouncing words in Spanish. That doesn't take away from the fact that I am a Mexican American, Native American woman. We're trying to make a good show for kids that feel left out, for kids that are different, for kids who don't have a full grasp on any language, no matter where they live. And if you're going to be mad at that, I don't know. Be mad then.
So basically what she was saying is that since Spanish is not a native language to Mexico, or to, I guess it would be Latin America, that excuses their grammatical mistake, which is the most bizarre and, I guess, crazy explanation to a grammatical error. Now, all the people working on the show are basically, if they're Latino, they're people that were born and raised in the US, so they don't have the best grasp of the Spanish language. And if they really wanted to avoid a situation like this, they should have probably gotten somebody that can speak Spanish to help them with the show. Now, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here and kind of point out something which is gonna be, I don't know, it'd be kind of anecdotal. So a lot of the newer generation, I guess it would be Mexican Americans, don't speak Spanish that well and tend to make these types of grammatical errors. So in a ironic way, these characters in this show fit into, I guess it would be, the stereotypes of these new Mexican American generation, which, as I was saying, in an ironic way kind of fits into the characters. So this would be fitting for a Mexican American character using broken Spanish, because, you know, based on my experience and the people I know, since I am Latino as well, they don't tend to speak Spanish that well, and that is because they tend to speak English more than do Spanish, so it doesn't give them time to develop their Spanish speaking skills, which is okay. You know, I'm not going to get into any of that, saying that it's bad, you know, but I'm just saying that in an ironic way, them making a grammatical error fits into, I guess, the stereotype of these newer generation Mexican Americans. So say of that what you will. One thing I'm going to mention is that a lot of people saying that these characters are kind of racist. I wouldn't say they are racist, since a lot of people are referring to their names that they're saying a little bit racist, a bit generic. They are that. They're a bit stereotypical, but I do know a lot of people with similar names in real life, so it's not out of the question. It's just generic, and it's not really into the territory of racism, in my opinion. Another thing people mention is that it's kind of racist to depict them all living in a dirty house, all packed together like sardines. But based on my experience and based on the experience of other people, of other Mexican Americans, I've lived in situations similar to that. I guess the most people I lived with at one point was 12 people in a 2-story house. It was 4 rooms. It was 3 families. Eventually, one of those families moved, so there was less people there. But at one point, it was like 12 or 14 people. I'm not really sure. It was 3 families, and half of them were kids, half of them were adults, and we all lived cramped together in this 2-story house. So, that's my experience. It may not be similar to your experience if you're a Latin American. If you're a Mexican American, but it is what it is. That's my experience. So I wouldn't say this show is really racist. It just kind of depicts a way of life that many Mexican Americans, I guess, tend to gravitate towards too, since it saves a lot of money living all together like that. That's kind of all I'm really going to mention. And based on what the people working on the show were spouting over this simple, I guess, backlash, I kind of fear on the quality of the show. No episodes have been released yet, so I can't really judge. But based on the way these people are reacting, I'm kind of fearful on the quality of the show. They seem to be a very woke crowd, and that could affect the quality of the show. That's my opinion. That may not be your opinion, but it is what it is. So this has been Kairuku TV, and I am signing out.